Hey, it's Tuesday at 2 from Circle B Diecast in Concord, North Carolina. We are so glad that you have joined us. Steve Post from Motor Racing Network, and we are talking all things diecast. What a great time to be in NASCAR. Let's see, Daniel checking in from Idaho on the pole position, and our buddy Victor right there alongside, and a cast of tens, then hundreds, and then by the end of the week, it'll be thousands. It is really cool. So great stuff. That is for sure, and we are having the time of our life. Again, so glad you joined us here on our Circle B Diecast Review Show. If you have a NASCAR-related question, type it in, and we can kick that around a little bit as well. Looking forward to it. It's been a whirlwind trip, that's for sure. Clifford checking in. Wes is checking in from Mobile, Alabama. And, oh, yes, Southern Illinois is where Clifford is checking in. So it is good. Good stuff, that is for sure. I'll tell you what, I've been on a whirlwind tour of America, it seems like. Nashville, Tennessee, the Ally 400. Spent some time in Nashville. I love that city, love that town, love that racetrack, and love that we have the race-winning diecast from Kyle Larson available at CircleBDiecast.com. It was a big win for him, that's for sure, getting that victory up at Nashville. I left Nashville, flew to South Dakota, World of Outlaw NOS Energy Drink Sprint Cars, the Huset's 50. 2 nights of Wing Nation up there. Wednesday night over to Jackson, Minnesota for a tailgate party and a hauler parade. Thursday was a travel day over to Pennsylvania, and Pennsylvania 5 races, ARCA, Trucks, Xfinity, and 2 Cup Series races. And yes, we have those Cup Series race-winning diecast. Kyle Busch from Sunday and Alex Bowman from Saturday, available at CircleBDiecast.com. So yes, all your diecast needs. And by the way, I mentioned sprint cars. We got Sprint Car Diecast available as well. You can type that in. Sprint Car Diecast is available too. So all kinds of great stuff. And IndyCar Diecast as well. Stay tuned. We've got some neat things happening on the IndyCar front over the next week or two that everybody that's pre-ordered some stuff is going to love. That's all I'm going to say. I've been sworn to, in fact, I've said too much already. I already might be in trouble with the powers to be around here. It is good stuff. Wisconsin checking in. Yes, Richard, I am looking forward to this weekend up at Road America. Woo, can't wait. A couple of things. Since y'all are shy, cat's got your tongue or your fingers, not typing in. One thing real quick, to get free shipping, use promo code MRN. That's MRN. We'll get free shipping. So don't tell anybody else that. Just it's your own little secret deal. MRN, free shipping for sure. Yes, good stuff. I want to talk a little bit, since we don't, who's out, we'll get some race picks and stuff like that. I'm telling you, I've been to the last 2 NASCAR races, Nashville Super Speedway and Pocono. What a vibe. What an energy. Nashville was spectacular. Now, I know they have 40,000 seats, and I know they sold every one of them. But the vibe, the feeling, Music City rolled out the red carpet. And all the stars were there. Music, it was great. And the energy level going into Sunday's Ally 400 was really good. Kyle Larson dominated the race. He had a very good race all across the board, and everything was good. And then I got to tell you, and I know Victor was at Pocono. Okay, Victor and about 8 zillion other people. I've been going to Pocono. Would have been 85, 86. It's probably when I started going to Pocono. Maybe 86, 87. Okay, I've never seen that many people there. That's a great thing. I've never seen the infield as packed. That's a great thing. The vibe, the energy, the excitement reminded me of the Daytona 500. Yes, it was that good. The energy, the excitement, the level. I don't know if all you Pennsylvania folks have been all cooped up there and just needed to get out, but it was wild. And how about those races? Ooh, my gosh, how about those races? Saturday's race, Alex says, Kyle Larson blowing a tire. Alex Bowman wings it right on by and gets the win. Didn't see that one coming. Boy, I didn't see that at all. In fact, I was monitoring the radio, and the wisdom that I was getting and listening to it was that Alex might have been pushing a little bit up off from turn number 1. And so I'm like, well, if anyone's going to cut a tire down, it's going to be Alex Bowman. Well, it turns out Kyle Larson cut the tire down. End of the wall he goes, and Alex Bowman gets the win. A thriller at Pocono. But I'm telling you what, what I saw, Alex, what I saw on Sunday was something I'll remember for the rest of my life. And yes, I know it was a fuel mileage race. Strategy races, fuel mileage races. I love them when we get them, but I don't need a steady diet of them. Pocono seems to deliver a really good mix of the two. We had all kinds of strategy. At one time on Saturday, there is 6 different race strategies. I love that. Not every week, but I love that when we get it. Sunday, we had about 3 or 4 different strategies and a fuel mileage race. I love it. I don't love it every week, but I love it once in a while. I cannot believe that Kyle Busch won that race, and I'm not alone. Kyle Busch could not believe that Kyle Busch won that race. I had his pit. He was complaining that the car was popping out of gear. Then it got wedged into 4th gear. I drive a vehicle, a Ford Escape, with a standard transmission. I got in the car this morning and I put it into 4th gear and sat there. I could pop the clutch on it, and I lived so it was downhill and I could get it barely going, but then to stop and to start and to go, it's impossible. Now, I'm not Kyle Busch. I'm not, what they did when that thing got wedged, and then the clutch stopped working, and that crew pushing that car, him coordinating with his spotter, Tony Hirschman, to get up to speed, to come to the line so that, because you're in 4th gear, everyone else is starting probably in 2nd gear. So they're going 2nd gear, 3rd gear, then up to 4th gear when they get down close to turn number 1. Well, they're 200, 300, 400 yards ahead of you by the time you're in 4th gear, just bogging up to speed. Well, he timed that thing so that he was coming out of turn number 3, and he had her wound up. And boy, I'm telling you what, he was up to speed and then could navigate his way through traffic. What Kyle Busch and his team did on Sunday winning that race is something I'll remember for the rest of my life covering races. It is unreal. Had the chance to spend some time in victory lane with Kyle and the team. He was as shocked as everyone else. You don't break the transmission on the car and get it locked into 4th gear and not have a clutch and win races, unless you're Kyle Busch, because he's pretty good. And by the way, the M&M's Minis paint scheme, oh, you got to love that. He got out. Everyone gets out and slings stuff around. I love it. He got out. He took a little canister, looked like a little Pez dispenser, of the M&M's Mini, and he chugged the whole thing of M&M's Minis. Now, the only thing that he really hacked me off on is he didn't have 2, one for me to chug with him. But yeah, I'm telling you, Pocono. I posted something on my Twitter account. Okay, Pocono is my home track. The very first track, I was a junior at Penn State, and my first ever gig being kind of a weird world because gig would assume you're getting paid. The first ever time that I was allowed to volunteer at a racetrack, it was Pocono Raceway. So the place is near and dear to me. And I'm telling you what, it did not disappoint from the crowd, from the festivities, from all of the races. Oh my gosh, it was cool. It was a great, great weekend up at Pocono, Pennsylvania. All right. Victor wants to know my pick to win Road America. Well, it's a road course. Maybe Chase Elliott, because those Hendrick cars are good. I don't know. Last time we had a road course race, Kyle Larson. He's due. He's gone 2 Cup races without a win. He's overdue. If I have to pick Victor, what about Martin Truex Jr.? Yeah, he's pretty good. Or what if someone from totally left field wins this thing? What about Daniel Suarez? Or Michael McDowell gets a 2nd win on the season? He's a really good road course racer, I think if I have to pick Victor, I'm going to go with Chase Elliott. That's not really out far on a limb, okay? But I'm fascinated. Road America, to me, I went to Road America probably for the first time 5 or 6 years ago, and from that moment, I believed we needed to have a Cup race there. And of all of the changes this year, Bristol Dirt, Nashville, Indy Road Course. What else do we have? We have all kinds of new stuff this year. Okay. Of all the changes, the one that I am most excited about is this weekend, Road America. I love Wisconsin. I love that racetrack, and I can't wait to watch those big boys of NASCAR, the Cup Series, roll around that speedway. It is going to be something to behold. So it is going to be great. Really, really cool. Clifford wants to know, what do you think about Brad Kay leaving Penske Racing? I don't know that they've announced that yet, but I know it's been rumored and nobody is denying it. So that leads me to believe it's going to happen. More power to everybody here. Remember when a guy named Tony Stewart, when Gene Haas had a team that ran 30th to 35th, and Gene Haas convinced Tony Stewart to come in and buy into the team, own the team, give him part of the team. I don't know what the deal is, none of my business. I like it. Roush Fenway is certainly not at the place. They're certainly in a far better place than Gene Haas was with his team. Brad's an interesting and a smart guy and a solid businessman. I like the move. I like the move a lot. Again, I don't know unless they've announced something in the last 15 or 20 minutes that they've announced anything, but this thing's been out there for a month and not one person has denied it. And it would be easy to deny if they say that's not going to happen. So I like it. I really do, Clifford. It is good. It is good. Yeah, Victor, the awesome crowd. That is for sure. Fun stuff. Alex, what do you think of Bubba Wallace? Well, I'll tell you what, the Dr. Pepper car looked good, but that car looked, or is that this coming week? Yeah, this coming week is the Dr. Pepper car, I think. Yeah, because he didn't have the Dr. Pepper car on there. How about this run? Top 5 finish for Bubba at Pocono. I like what they're doing over there. I like that for sure. John wants to know if I could interview one driver, past or present, who would it be? Ooh. That's a great question. The irony of it is I may have done that, and I may have done that right here in this studio. One of my favorite people to talk to in the history of NASCAR is Bobby Ellison. I don't know if that's answering your question. If we'd interview a driver, past or present, who would it be? That might be that answer. Might be Bobby Ellison, and we did an interview with Bobby Ellison right in the studio. He, to me, is one of the most fascinating people in the sport, and one of the most gracious, humble, and kind people in the sport too, by the way. So, John, I think I'm struggling coming up with another answer, which leads me to believe that might be my final answer. I like the question. Yeah, Bobby Ellison. We've done it right here before. I would love to do it here or anywhere else again. Good stuff. Yes, indeed. All right. Thank you, Richie. It was good being back at Pocono Raceway. Really, really neat. Practice qualifying Sunday. Yes, Victor. Can't wait to see you this weekend, Postman. Oh, Matthew has a birthday. Oh, Matthew's my main man from the sprint car world. Yeah, we always see Matthew down at Knoxville. And yeah, he's celebrating a birthday. And so because it was Matthew's birthday, NASCAR said, let's give them a cup race for Matthew's birthday. So looking forward to it. It is going to be great. Fun stuff. That is for sure. Oh, Bubba's face is, well, I don't know about that now. Now we might have a little problem. I like all the paint schemes. Remember when they put old Corey LaJoie's face on the paint scheme of a car? How about that's a little freaky. Now we got Bubba on the car. Well, that's all right. Bubba's our buddy. He's one of our drivers, one of our guys here. We love when Bubba Wallace swings by. Yep. Yes, indeed. So great stuff. It is fun. It is really neat, and we're at a good spot, a great spot with it. So, so there you have it. Our Tuesday at 2, when Lionel was supposed to send us stuff, and it got delayed, and it got back ordered. So we have some fancy hats. If you want a fancy hat, you can go on there. I understand we didn't get a shipment that we wanted to get this week, and that's fine. If you can't find a diecast that you don't like on CircleBDiecast.com, well, you just don't really like anybody, because we have got everybody. Old diecast, new diecast, race winners, pre-orders, sprint cars, Indy cars, dragsters. We've got it all. We've got hats. We got shirts. We got everything. So go on CircleBDiecast.com. Get yourself a diecast car. It's Independence Day weekend. Celebrate the 4th of July with diecast. How about that? That's a new slogan. We need to do that. Put that out there for sure. All right. It is cool. Christopher, I thank you. I appreciate it. I love, and Christopher Kelly says, met you at Atlantic City Indoor Racing. Christopher, my little sources, the guy that runs the thing, is saying we're coming back to Atlantic City in January again. And I got that word at Pocono too. You want to talk about geeked up? We do indoor auto racing, okay? This happens in Allentown, Pennsylvania, Atlantic City, New Jersey, and Syracuse, New York. Indoor TQ races inside arenas. Phenomenal. You gotta check these things out. And Atlantic City is the Gamblers Classic. It's the biggest of this type of races. And it is just a ball. It is just more fun. It is one of my favorite things to do as an announcer. I love it. So I just got word that we're looking good for this coming off season. We got wiped out. I was in when the last year in March. Remember when the world shut down? I was in Syracuse, New York for one of these races. I flew up through LaGuardia up to Rochester, New York. People everywhere. I get to Rochester, New York. I turn on sports radio. The NBA's shutting down. This one's shutting down. That one's shutting down. I pull into the hotel where we're staying. The guy I'm working with calls me and says, "Did you hear the news?" I said, "No." He says, "We're shut down." I'm like, here I am in Liverpool, New York. What am I going to do? I flew up there a day later, 2 days later it was, when I could get my plane done. I flew through LaGuardia Airport and there was virtually nobody in the joint. It was unreal. It was the most surreal, spooky thing in the world to walk through LaGuardia and there was hardly anybody there. I had a little delay. Rochester to LaGuardia, LaGuardia to Charlotte. Had a little delay. I think this was even before we knew we were supposed to wear masks. That's how early this was in the process. I went to a lounge there, one of those little bars, just to have a cold frosty one. The bartender, she was like, she works Friday. It was Friday night, I think it was. And she said, it was either Friday night or Saturday. I'm not sure which one it was. She said, "I've never seen anything like this in my life. I'm the only one. It's like 5:30 in the evening. I'm the only one at the bar. And I'm about the only one in the whole dang airport." So weird stuff. But so yes, back to your point there, Christopher. Yes, indoor auto racing is back. It is going to be good. Good stuff. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. All right, so here we go. Let's get back to it. We've got all your diecast. We've got hats. We got helmets. We got shirts. We got all kinds of diecast available at CircleBDiecast.com. Race winners for all the races this year, including this past weekend. Alex Bowman, the Ally car. Kyle Busch, the M&M's Minis car. We have got those. Pre-order those right now. Remember, promo code MRN, Motor Racing Network, MRN, for free shipping. Yes, free shipping on orders, $20 or more. All right, I'm out of here. I'm the postman. I'm headed to Road America. Let's see. Perch fry on Friday night, bratwurst, cheese, and spotted cow beer, baby. I'm telling you what, bring on Wisconsin. Let's do it. I'm the postman. Thanks for joining us here on our Circle B Diecast review this week.